We're live. We're
Hi,
back.
people.
I'm back
Hi,
anyway. I'm sure. I think Mikey's still been doing stuff, but I'm back. I'm back. And just in time for the NFL draft next week, which me and Mikey are going to be streaming. At least day one, probably day two as well.
Right.
I still haven't really quite figured out my schedule, but like I'd like to stream both day one and day two. Not day three. Fuck streaming on day three. I mean, maybe we can stream on day three, but not the whole fucking day three. Like that's like 12 hours, and fuck that.
Right.
But maybe we can like near the end of it, we can come and be like, here's what happened in the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth and seventh round. Like because the seventh round picks, that's where it really matters because like seventh round picks. I mean, like Brock Purdy was a seventh round pick, and he's okay.
Right.
George Iloka was a seventh round pick.
Don't it? Who?
He was a safety for the Bengals for a very long time. It was like
Let me guess. He sucked crap.
No, he was pretty good. Near the end. I was kind of ready to move on from him, but like he was like for a seventh round pick, he was phenomenal.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, TJ Hushmanzada was a seventh round pick. That guy was awesome.
I still don't believe you.
You don't believe me that TJ was a seventh round pick?
Correct.
I think he was seven. I don't think he was a sixth round pick.
I don't believe you.
He was a seven. He was picked 204 overall.
I still don't believe you.
What do you look it up then?
I don't believe Google.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What I do?
It's what you didn't do.
Should I just started? We're already getting off the rails. That's crazy.
All right. So instead of doing like an actual mock draft, which like would be kind of fun, I don't know. Should we do a mock draft? Should we do a straight up mock draft, or should we just talk about it?
I don't care. It's your show.
That's our show. It's podcast. It's on. Stream it on your channel too.
No, it ain't.
Oh well, I set up your stream key, so it should.
Yeah,
I think you have to click go live.
I'll fix it later whenever we're done streaming because I could just unprivate the thing and it'll be on YouTube, so I'll fix it.
So it will be on your channel though.
Eventually, yeah.
So then it's our show, like it's your show too.
You're right.
Well, either way, I'm going to bring up the thing because like I don't necessarily remember the draft order off the top of my head.
I mean, I already did a mock draft earlier today, so I think it'll be better if we do your first idea.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that would just be like too much to keep up with, I think.
Right.
Right.
I
mean, I think at the very least we probably should like So I mean, like the Raiders. What do you think? They're going to take Johnny Manziel?
No, I think they're going to take Caleb Lamu.
Well, I don't.
Nah, they're taking Mendoza.
I think they're going to take Ruben Bain.
Honestly, that would be a Raiders pick. Did you see him in the car?
I heard something. I didn't see anything, but I definitely heard about that.
Yeah, crashed the car like 2 years ago.
I am so tired of Bengals fans lately because like a huge number of them. There's two different guys that Bengals fans want. One of which I'd be okay with, but I'm a little skeptical on. But I also know the reason why a bunch of Bengals fans want that guy, and that's not a good reason to want somebody. But there's two camps for Bengals fans this year. It seems like. And I think there are a couple more, but as far as the two major camps, there's two major camps that people are kind of in right now, and that's people who want the Bengals to take Ruben Bain and people who want the Bengals to take Caleb Downs. And I think most of the people who want the Bengals to take Caleb Downs are Ohio State fans. I'm not all of them, clearly, because, I would have been fine with Caleb Downs until I heard about I forget what it was now, but he's got some sort of injury issue, and I don't know how serious it is, but I just, when I hear Bengals potential first round draft pick and injury problem, I immediately clam up because I'm so tired of the Bengals getting guys who have like injury issues in the first round, and then they turn out to have those injury issues linger, and it's just such a fucking Bengals thing. I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. And I'm not saying I would be mad if they took Caleb Downs, but I've just got this bad feeling.
Right.
But outside of that, he's a phenomenal player, and we really need safety help. And I mean, you know, we did a good job in free agency with safety, but you know, we could still use more. Now I still my ideal pick personally would be Mansour Delane, as I've been saying for a while, because we really need a number one corner. DJ Turner was great last year, and maybe DJ Turner's our number one corner, but he's the only one that I really trust right now.
Fun fact: do you know how many touchdowns Mansour Delane allowed last year?
No, I do not know how many.
0.
Well, fucking bring him in then. You know what? You know what he can do. You know what skill set he has.
Not allowed touchdown.
Do it.
Not allowed touchdown.
Well, that's more of a stat than a skill set. But no, the man can fucking tackle.
He could do that.
Okay, so the other camp that Bengals fans are in, the other camp that like the other major camp for Bengals fans, there's Caleb Downs and there's Ruben Bain. The Bengals fans who are hoping that Ruben Bain falls to the Bengals and then we pick Ruben Bain. And I get it. For every other team in the draft, but for our team specifically, no. Because that man, I've seen the results, I've seen the tape, I've seen the numbers. That man has such a problem with missing tackles. And if there's one thing that defines why the Bengals defense was so bad last year and has been so bad, has had so many issues for basically my entire life, it's missed tackles. Missed tackles have been such a plague for this team for so long. Why do you want to go get another guy who can't fucking tackle? I don't understand. It boggles my mind.
I don't know. I mean, look,
I understand that tackling can be taught, but apparently the Bengals don't know how to teach it. So I'm not saying Ruben Bain is going to be a bad player in the NFL. I'm saying the Bengals do not have the structure to draft him and develop him correctly. So no on Ruben Bain to the Bengals. Thank you.
Right. I mean, hey, I would love for the Saints to draft Delane or like there will be 0 unless the Saints draft a quarterback, which is not happening. There will be 0 crash outs from me in round 1, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I really don't think it would make a lot of sense for the Saints to draft a quarterback when they trade for Derek Carr.
Oh my God, we're not trading for Derek, washed up, used up, car wreck.
What?
We're not trading for Derek. First of all, like I said, it won't happen, and it can't happen, and it won't happen.
Well, no, that's not true that it can't happen. It could.
It legally can.
Before we started the show, I explained to Mikey that it could happen because the Saints could release Derek Carr. He could request his release, and the Saints could oblige. It's happened before. Okay, and then Derek Carr could end up on another team, and then Tyler Shuck could retire, and then suddenly the Saints need a quarterback. Who better to quarterback the team on a moment's notice than a guy who already kind of knows at least maybe not your system because it's a new coach, but knows the other players on the team and probably a coach or two. And Mickey Loomis.
If Tyler Shuck doesn't get killed, he will be our quarterback. He ain't
not
retired.
If he retires.
He's not going to.
Well, I mean, like, what if he like feels the call to spread the word of Jesus and becomes a preacher?
He can do that while play football.
But he could be more efficient at it if he retired first.
He's not retiring. Look,
well, I'm not saying he's going to retire. I'm talking about what things that could happen. Like in the realm of like the percentage. Granted, very very low percentage of happening, but it could happen.
It's more
the possibility is not 0.
It's more likely that Burrow retires this offseason before Tyler Shuck does.
That's also probably true, but once again, not the chance is not 0.
No. It's not. No, Tyler Shuck ain't even the most likely one of our own team to retire. Man, Zach Wilson's more likely to retire before freaking College Shuck does. I still don't know why we signed that man. Lord, please don't let Zach Wilson play football next year. Anyways,
Who would you rather have, Zach Wilson or Derek Carr?
Derek Carr.
Even if you have to trade to get him?
I would rather sell my damn foot than watch Zach Wilson play football.
I did think that was quite funny. I was going to email you when that happened, but then you emailed me about something else, and I forgot to say something about it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Good talk.
Okay.
Okay. So, obviously, Fernando Mendoza is going number one. Who the Jets going to take?
Arvell Reese.
You think so?
Yes.
That's probably true. Well, no, I don't think they're gonna. I don't think he's gonna take.
They took by DeMario.
I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of talk about linebackers at the top of this draft class, but like, do NFL teams even value linebackers like that?
Yes.
Like standard linebackers? We're not talking about edge rushers. We're talking about linebackers.
Well, Arvell Reese do be playing off the ball, so
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, dude, the Jets had 0 interceptions, so they need to get somebody that can play some damn defense.
I mean, Arvell Reese is really good. Sonny Styles, both of those guys, they're really good players. I don't know. It seems, especially after what's his nuts, the guy who the Cardinals drafted a couple years ago. He was supposed to.
I don't know nothing about his nuts, so I can't tell you.
I wasn't asking you to define his nuts.
That's not what you just said.
That's not what I said. Not what I said. I was trying to think of the man's name.
So you said, what's his nuts instead of what's his name?
Yes.
Well, okay.
I'm speaking English, you see.
That must be in
Some
Ohio.
of us speak English. Well, I mean, you're over there speaking Cajun, so what am I supposed to do?
Fun fact, do you know that Travis Etienne is not Travis Etienne and it's actually Travis Etienne?
What? I feel like we're getting off track.
What?
I feel like we're getting off track here.
No. The guy we saw from Jacksonville, the running back, the pretty good football player, Travis Etienne. His name's actually Travis Etienne, but we've been calling him Etienne for the past 5 years.
Wait a minute. Let's rewind for a second. Because I mean, I know I've been gone for a minute. I didn't realize I was like that off the fuck. You guys trying Travis Etienne?
Travis Etienne, but yes.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't see it?
I did not. No.
It's happened for like a month. So.
Oh no. That's crazy.
In a good way?
I mean, like, I don't know, like I mean, he
Look,
that could be a really good signing for you guys, but he never really quite materialized with the Jaguars into what he was supposed to be. So
he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He could be a really good in tandem with Kamara though.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that could work out. That's a solid signing, and I'm just very surprised that he's not on the Jaguars anymore because it seems like they liked him.
Oh, they did, but they didn't want to pay. They didn't want to pay him $17 million to franchise tag or whatever.
Pay him less to bring him back. I mean, how much did you guys pay him?
4 years, $51 million, $52 million, something like that.
That feels like you overpaid him, so I see why.
I don't give a rat's ass if we overpaid. I just love my boy H-Chan.
Well, yeah, because the salary cap doesn't exist to you guys, to be fair. So.
Exactly, man. Salary caps never existed. And plus, everybody's always like, don't spend enough. The Saints don't be spending money like that. And then when we finally spend money, it's like, you overpay. Man, dude, I don't care.
Wait, hold on. Let's rewind a second. People criticizing the Saints for not spending money when the whole, ecosystem around the Saints has been they're in the position they've been because they spent too much fucking money. Like,
Exactly.
of course, the Saints don't spend money like that because they already spent it all.
Exactly. But people are always
It's not like the Bengals. The Bengals get criticized for not spending money just because they don't spend money. I mean, they do, but people say they don't. But that's a whole thing. But like the Saints, perhaps for a few years they weren't spending money, but that's because they already spent it all like 4 years ago.
That's because we were trying to get that extra ring, but no. So like no, because especially Nick wrong, because this dude, this dumbass, be up there saying the Saints are in salary cap hell. Saints in salary, man, bump you. Man, salary cap don't exist no more. We already proved that. Like, people said we were in salary cap hell in 2022, and we still signed Tyrann Mathieu. We still signed Jarvis Landry. We still signed some good running backs. Like, we could sign any guys we wanted. But they say, salary cap. Man, we get Derek Carr freaking $150 million with no money.
So man, I'm gonna quote you like a common thing that you say here. Don't do that.
It was not my choice. Even though I did like Derek Carr when he first
got
here.
Your choice. My advice to the Saints is don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think that might be your advice to the Saints as well.
Achane just came off of his best season in Jacksonville, so hey, I do that over here, and you're good with me. And we got David Edwards.
His name is not Achane.
It is Achane.
It's not Achane.
It is.
Yeah, it's not though.
He said it was Achane on the press conference.
Well, then he lied.
No, he did not. It's because he's from New Orleans, so the Cajun, the spelling is like. I go. I was confused too, but so yeah.
None of that.
Sure. We brought him home, so he changed his name.
That's not how names work.
It is how names work.
I mean, I guess it could be, but it's not. I refuse to accept that. So anyway, the Raiders going to take Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
A lot of Bengals fans saying like, there's the two main camps, but like one of the things that people have been saying, like one of the guys people have been getting excited about lately is Jeremiah Love, and I'm just like, a running back at 10, first of all. Like, when's the last time that worked out for anybody? Taking a running back super high like that. Like, what's his name has worked out pretty decent. Jahmyr Gibbs has worked out pretty decent for the.
He wasn't in the top 10 though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't in the top 10.
I don't even have Jeremiah Love going into the top 10 personally.
Well, I'm just saying what Bengals fans have been saying should maybe happen.
I had him falling out the top 10.
PFF has him. The average draft position is like 5.7. So
I think he's a great player. In fact, I actually wanted the Saints to draft him before we signed Achane, but yeah.
If you don't stop fucking saying Achane,
I'm not gonna stop.
You're not allowed.
He's on my team. I will respect his wishes.
Well, those aren't actually his wishes, though. And you're making this up.
There is on video.
It was a fake video. You know how AIs and everything now?
It's on live. What are you talking? It was on live. Well, are we fake too? Because we're on live.
Oh, I'm literally right here.
And so is Travis Achane.
He is not right here. I'm the only one in this room. What are you talking about?
He was right there in the video.
He is not right here. No, he's not.
Maybe you're not right now.
You just disappeared because you turned your light off. But you are not Travis Etienne. So
it's crazy. You see me? No, you don't. That's crazy.
That is wild that you like blend into your background without the light.
Exactly. That's why I've had this for like 3 years.
Okay. So since I brought him up, where do you genuinely think Ruben Bain's going to go?
I had him going 3 to the Cardinals.
I could see him going high, but like again, just because of the things, and with the whole like driving thing, I could see that driving some teams like that are drafting super high kind of off him a little bit. But I don't know. I was kind of thinking Washington. I've heard a lot of Chiefs fans talking about him too. So like, either Washington or Kansas City, either of them, I feel like have a good shot at taking him. Really, the Saints could take him too.
Yeah, we could. I think edge. Like a lot of people say, we need a receiver. Honestly, I'll make the argument. That we probably need edge more than we need receiver. Personally,
People think you're gonna draft Tate.
Some people,
because he's about the only receiver I can think of who'd be worth taking that high.
But Ty Lemon's the best receiver in the draft. Don't disrespect my boy like that. Don't disrespect my lemon. Don't disrespect Lemonade. I'm not even a USC fan, and I honestly really don't care about Lemon that much as a person, but the dude plays football. Like, the dude can moss you. The dude can create separation. There's nothing this man can't do, boy. I watched that USC game last year.
Fundamentally not true. Okay, so he can moss dudes in college. Congratulations. He's ain't going to be mossing anybody in the NFL at 5'11".
How do you know? Exactly. How do you know he's not mossing anybody in the NFL at 5'11"?
It's physics. He's not going to moss anybody at 5'11". There's quarterbacks in the NFL who are taller than that.
And there's some corners that aren't.
Yeah, and okay, there are some corners that aren't. So I mean, like, you know, he might like if what's his name comes out of retirement, the short guy who used to play for you guys, Sproles. Did Sproles play for you?
Darren Sproles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Darren Sproles. If Darren Sproles comes out of retirement, then maybe Mekhi Lemon will moss him.
Wasn't he a running back?
Yes.
Okay.
He was.
Okay.
But if he comes out of retirement and decides to play cornerback, then maybe Mekhi Lemon might moss him. But Mekhi Lemon ain't going to be mossing anybody. Like, yeah, he's really he's a really well balanced player. I'm not going to say he's not good, but he ain't going to be mossing anybody.
Man, I am taller than some of the NFL players. Man, he'll be all right.
He's like. He's going to be a great slot receiver. For that reason, I don't know.
If you scheme him up, he's going to the tour. Because it's not okay.
Was that a guy you take in the top 10 though?
I'm not even. Look, I didn't even have him going in the top 10. But like, let's take. Dude, that's because teams don't like him for whatever reason. But
I just gave a few reasons why. You know.
But
again,
look,
I'm not saying he's not a bad player. I'm saying my argument from the whole point, the reason we've been having this conversation is because I said taking him in the top 10 be a little crazy.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, let's take the mossing out of this. Dude can create hella separation, man. I mean, the dude is the only receiver in this draft class that, out of Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon, to actually break 1,000 yards, and he had like 12 or like 11 or 1,200 yards. So like, this dude is a freak of nature. The dude is explosive, and he was doing that with USC quarterback, and he was doing a good job. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, like if wide receiver is a huge target for me, I'd rather take Denzel Boston in the top 10. In the top 10, yeah. Yeah. Because he fits more of what I would want out of a like I can play Mekhi Lemon in like one spot. Denzel Boston can play pretty much all over.
Denzel Boston's barely going to be a first-round pick.
I don't even know if he's going to be a first-round pick. What I'm saying is, out of the two, if I'd be taking anybody super high, I'd rather have somebody who plays like Denzel Boston, like Mekhi Lemon. I just wouldn't want to take in the top 10. Okay. I also don't really think this is a very good wide receiver class in the first place.
Well, now that's okay. Now you definitely lost your marbles, man. There might be some receivers on day 2 of the draft that could be future all pros, man. That's how deep this class.
I'm not saying the class isn't deep. I'm saying the top end talent's just not like it's been in previous years.
I mean, sure, there's no Jamar Chase in this draft, but I mean,
there's no Jamar Chase. There's not even really look at Devontae Smith. You can maybe make the argument that like that your boy is kind of like a poor man's Devontae Smith.
No, Makai Lemon, dude. Whoever drafts Makai Lemon, enjoy having an all-pro wide receiver.
Nah, I think it depends on what team he goes to.
If the dude goes to the Bills, oh my God, that wouldn't even be fair.
That'd be a good spot for him. That'd be like a
Makai
legitimately
Lemon,
good spot.
all the rookie records in Buffalo.
But once again, the Bills are picking at 26.
They can trade up.
Not in the top 10, they won't.
I'm not saying it'll be top 10, but like they can trade up to like what, 16, 17?
Yeah, that'd be a fine. That'd be a perfectly valid spot for him. I just think top 10's a little crazy.
Anyways,
who the Saints going to draft?
I had them taking Jordan Tyson because reports are coming that the Saints really, really, really love Tyson, and if they really, really, really love Tyson, then they're probably going to really, really, really draft him.
I forgot about
But
that.
also, I had Carnell Tate already off the board, so the next best guy, according to these mocks, was Jordan Tyson. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I forgot about Tyson. Tyson's really good. I think Tyson's underrated. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
The only issue is like competition. Like I don't know how tested he really is.
I mean, a lot of people said the same thing with Ted McMillan because he played at the same college as Tyson, and he just went off into rookie of the year. So.
Right. I'm not saying he couldn't be good.
I
I'm
think
saying
the only reason Jordan Tyson is not a consensus top 10 pick is because of the injury. But I guarantee you, because he worked out with the Saints, and the Saints, their words, not mine, really, really, really loved him, which means that they reminded him the dude can space the field. So Jordan Tyson, welcome to the Bayou, and according to me, and Nick Underhill.
I'll be honest. If you guys paired Jordan Tyson with Tyler Shuck, I think that might be a scary duo.
Yeah,
I actually think that the more I think about it, the more I think Jordan Tyson might be the best possible pick you guys could make. Like as far as fit goes,
maybe
that's a solid one, honestly.
Yeah, I had the Saints taking him at 8. So yeah.
I like that fit.
Fun fact: did you know that if we do day 2 of the draft, need whoever both of us, we're not even going to be able to celebrate that much, no matter who we draft, because we're both back-to-back picks from each other. So by the time, if I'm celebrating, you're already going to be like, "Oh, let's go! Who we gonna take?" And you're celebrating, I'm going to be like, There's going to be a bunch of celebration over and over and over. But yet nobody's going to really be able to celebrate because everybody's going to be talking over each other. It's going to be crazy.
It's not going to stop me from celebrating. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'll also be honest with you. I don't know if there's really anybody in this draft class who I would be, celebrating that hard if the Bengals, because I'm not really super high on any I do like Mansour Delane, but I feel like in other draft classes, I don't even know if he'd be that high on my list. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but I don't. He's none of these guys are really some of these guys are potential game changers, but all of them have things about them that scare me. Ruben Bain could be the next not the same thing, but impact-wise, Ruben Bain could be the next Myles Garrett, right? But he could also be the next Clowney.
That's what I'm saying. Ruben Bain, I think he is the biggest boom or bust player in this draft.
It could be. He could also just be some guy, not boom or bust. He could just be whatever.
I don't see there being an in-between with him. He's either going to be really good or he's going to be really bad, personally.
Again, I view him kind of like a Clowney type.
He does have short arms.
And Jadeveon Clowney, what he ended up being was a guy who never really lived up to his draft position, but ended up being kind of consistently solid in the NFL.
T-Rex arms. Interesting.
You know who else had T-Rex arms?
Will Campbell.
Geno motherfucking Atkins.
Will motherfucking Campbell.
But Geno Atkins also played a different position as well.
So did Will Campbell. Will Campbell actually played on the
Will
other side.
Campbell's
of the
on a
ball.
completely different side of the ball. So
That's what I just said.
I know.
Hey,
so I don't know how. I don't think that's a good comparison.
It is because everybody said Will Campbell pretty good at football, and I said no. Well, as an LSU fan, Will Campbell was not very good at football, and then he plays in the Super Bowl, and he single-handedly. I'm pretty sure Drake May hates Will Campbell now because he tried to get Drake May killed like 6 different times in the Super Bowl on the biggest stage of his life.
You've got this weird fascination with like tearing down Will Campbell. Like, what did he do to you?
You know what he did to me? He got Garrett Nuss. Like, what? Do you remember that South Carolina game? Will Campbell
No, I do not. I did not watch the LSU South Carolina game, Mikey. I'm sorry. I missed that.
Will Campbell got so blasted that literally Garrett Nussmeier's horse collar almost came unattached.
Well, that's not good.
Exactly.
I don't think Garrett Nussmeier was leading you guys to the national championship in the first place, though.
What?
I don't think Garrett Nussmeier was leading you guys to the national championship in the first place, though.
Yeah, I also called him overrated because LSU fans thought he was like one of the best like he broke Joe Burrow and Jane Daniels' records, and everybody thought he was the best LSU quarterback, and I was like, no, he's not even close. And then yeah.
I think there might be a little bit more going on than people are giving him credit for there, but okay.
No, because 2 seasons ago, the dude broke most of the records, and I said, I just feel like, because like every time we played against a good team, the dude folded. So yeah, and then yeah. My dad thinks he's gonna be a first-round pick to Miami, but I'm like, and now people saying, well, he was injured, man, bump injury. How about that? You ever thought about that?
Okay, let's rewind. Your dad said Garrett Nussmeier is going to be a first-round pick
by the Miami Dolphins, 30th overall. His words, not mine. You can't sue me.
I'm not. I might be judging you for having been being genetically related to somebody who would say that.
So now you see where I get my talk from, right?
I'm not even sure there's going to be 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round, to be honest with you.
I do think there will be 2 QBs taken.
I think Ty Simpson could, but I think there's also a strong possibility that they don't. And if I'm being absolutely, totally 100% honest with you, if they were going to reach for it, it would be a reach, okay? But so would Garrett Nussmeier. But I think if they were going to reach for anybody, it'd be Drew Howler.
No.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna do it. I'm just saying I think they do it with Garrett Nussmeier.
I like Drew Howler, but like that injury scares people.
That's why he's not going to get taken. But what I'm saying is, if somebody's throwing a flyer quarterback in the late first round, I feel like they do it with him over Garrett Nussmeier.
They'll be all right.
Well, I just don't think it's going to happen. But if it was going to happen,
Sure.
Who are the Browns going to take and ruin?
So they have 2 picks. Okay. So the first guy that they're going to ruin is Carnell Tate. And the second guy Browns are going to ruin is Ty Simpson.
I actually think the Browns.
We're talking about the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
They draft stupid things.
I mean, like, okay, so Ty Simpson at 24. Yeah, I haven't gone through that far with everything, but yeah, I mean, I can get behind the Browns taking Ty Simpson at 24. That sounds accurate enough. Except for the fact that I don't think they're going to, because I think the Browns front office, and I want to make this absolutely clear when I say that I am just relaying what I think the Browns think. I'm not condoning this line of thinking at all, and I'm not saying it makes any sense, but I'm saying because it doesn't make any sense, it's probably more believable that the Browns think this way. But I think the Browns still think Deshaun Watson is going to be their quarterback of the future.
Well, that's nice. Good for them.
I don't think they're going to take. I don't think they're going to take a quarterback in the first round. Like, I don't think they'll take a quarterback in the second round either, because like they just did.
No, they took a guy in the third round and the fifth.
That's right. He was in the third round. So, but I still feel like they're just. I don't think they're going to touch quarterback.
You know who was a second round pick last year that was a quarterback?
Desmond Ridder.
Tyler Shaw.
So the Desmond Ridder of New Orleans.
Boy, I will slap you so hard your teeth fall out. You do realize
Desmond Ridder was a second round pick, though.
No, he wasn't. He was a third.
No.
I put it on my grandmother's grave. He was a third.
Okay. I don't really feel like calling you on it, and you're probably right. So I don't remember. I thought it was a second off the top of my head, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think Kyle Trask was the second round pick. Yes, the Kyle Trask.
What does that have to do with Desmond Ridder?
Because Tampa Bay had Tom Brady, and they're like, you know what? Second round pick, last pick in the second round. Let's go with Kyle freaking Trask.
What does Tom Brady or Kyle Trask have to do with Desmond Ridder?
Because we're talking about second round quarterbacks, right? So I was like, let's throw out probably one of the worst second round picks of all time, Kyle Trask. I don't even think the dude's played one NFL snap in the regular season.
I am kind of like, because I thought Kyle Trask was going to be like pretty decent in the NFL. So I'm really like, I can't believe he hasn't even gotten a shot, really.
Is he even still on the Bucs? Like, dang, his contract has to be almost up.
I feel like I heard he did sign somewhere else. No, he's not even on a team. It appears.
By the way, speaking of Bucs, you saw they signed Jake Browning?
Yeah, I did.
Are you happy with that?
I'm not. I'm glad he's not on our team anymore.
Why? I thought you liked Browning.
I did until last year. Did you see how he played? He was garbage, dude. His confidence completely obliterated. Everything that made him, Jake Browning, somebody. And I still like Jake Browning as a person, but like the way last year went, it was a fucking train wreck. Like I've never seen a guy crash out as hard as Jake Browning crashed out like that before. And so it's just he's ruined. He's never had
What you're saying is you want the Bengals to trade Joe Burrow to the Bucs for Jake Browning. And then the Bucs end up trading Joe Burrow to the Saints to be Tyler Shuck's backup.
So why would the Bucs trade for Joe Burrow? I'm not saying Baker Mayfield's better than Joe Burrow, first of all. But they already have a guy who they consider to be their franchise quarterback. So why would they give up the price that it would take to get Joe Burrow?
Because trade for Joe Burrow, and then you trade him to the Saints to be the Saints' backup quarterback behind Tyler James Shuck.
Oh, the third string quarterback behind Tyler Shuck, who would be behind Derek Carr. Gotcha.
Right.
Am I?
No.
But you said I'm right, though, so I'm just going to clip that part out and play it later.
Okay.
All right. I also kind of feel like, I don't know, Reuben Bain to the Cowboys kind of feels like a typical Cowboys type of match.
Is his first name Tyler?
What?
Is his first name Tyler, and does he play offensive line?
No.
Then they ain't drafted him.
Well, I feel like most people believe that Reuben Bain won't be available at 12, but I think he will be.
The last three of the past four drafts, Dallas took an offensive lineman with the name Tyler.
Okay, so Here is a list of all of the offensive linemen available to draft named Tyler. Okay. List is over.
So
There's nobody,
crazy.
as far as I can tell, there's nobody, no offensive lineman in this upcoming draft named Tyler.
So what you're saying is they're going to draft an offensive lineman and they're going to force him to change his name to Tyler?
So I guess what I'm saying is it is more likely that would happen than that the Cowboys would draft somebody who's already named Tyler. Who is
Okay. Well, okay. Okay.
Do they even need offensive line?
Yes.
I mean, I guess they could stand to upgrade, I suppose, but like I don't feel like that's one of their top needs.
I don't know.
I feel like their defense is all. You could argue their defense is as much of a mess as ours is. So I feel like if they don't take defense, they're stupid.
Maybe. But to be fair, their GM is Jerry Jones. So.
Yeah, that's true. That is, I mean, he could be, playing 4-dimensional chess. He'd be losing, but he'd be playing in it.
Dude, Jerry Jones' brain cell, like, okay, so look, this man's brain cell, like, he's the only one in the room. Yeah, his brain cells still fight for third place. It's like dude could play. Jerry Jones could be playing Uno, and he would be losing if he was playing against nobody. He would lose to himself at Uno, but himself's not winning at Uno, but he's losing at Uno.
Okay, what about DT Sheffield? Who's he going to be drafted to? Yeah, you aren't as well versed in the draft as you thought we were, huh? Don't know who DT Sheffield is, huh?
Is that an actual draft person?
Yes, the wide receiver from Rutgers.
Undrafted UDFA. I don't care about Rutgers personally.
He is a bad wide receiver who. Let's see. He's got 3. Good lord, 3 average of 3 yards per catch after a reception.
Undrafted, unless he gets picked up by Atlanta. You know what? Atlanta's going to draft him in the second round. No, you know what? Actually, better yet, Atlanta's going to trade the first round pick next year to go move up to the 26th overall pick, and they're going to draft that dude. And he's not even going to play his rookie year.
Wow. Dude, this dude is elite. All right. You know how many tackles he forced in 2025?
4?
No, more than that.
6?
No.
10?
No. Also, it isn't actually more than that. It's less than that.
Oh, less than 4? 2.
He forced 2 missed tackles the entire year.
That's nice. Good for him.
He had a pretty good game against us. So,
Well, that's because you're trash. So that makes sense.
Well, we play in the MAC. What are you gonna do?
Be trash. That's what you're gonna do.
I'm not disagreeing with you. It's a MAC school. Like the MAC is not exactly supposed to be a good football conference.
Well,
we beat Miami though. We beat Miami, and that's what matters.
Not the Miami that you're talking about.
No, but the Miami that matters, like to us.
They are also trash in football.
But we're less trash than they are.
I think your brain cells are.
We won a national championship in 1960. Okay.
Congratulations! You weren't even born then, and you're older than dirt, so that is nothing to be happy about.
I'm pretty sure 1960. Hold on. Actually, shit. Damn it. I am old. Fuck.
What?
Because I was gonna say I'm pretty sure 1960 was farther away from my birth than my birth is to now. But that's actually not true anymore. That's because 1960 was 32 years before I was born, and I'm gonna be 35 this year. So
Old.
yeah, I guess.
Hey, I'm about to be 17 at the end of this month, so I'm gonna join you in the old club eventually.
Yeah, you old man, 17. Wow, get your fucking cane out, bro. Back in my day, the kids didn't say skibbity.
And back in my day, the Bengals knew how to tackle.
No, they didn't. They didn't know that either.
Back in my day, Geno Stone was the best safety in football, boy.
What day was that?
About
He had a
years
lot
ago.
of interceptions for the Ravens that one year.
About 2 years ago.
God, if 2 years is old, then what does that mean for me? I'm still in like the mental state of mind where I'm like, was Andy like analyzing taking Andy Dalton in the second round.
Oh wow!
So that's where my brain is, and that was like 15. Is that 15 years ago? Right? 15 years ago, yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy. 15 years ago. It's like Andy Dalton was the fucking future. As in like literally the future is with Andy Dalton, better or worse. And my brain thinks of like, Andy Dalton is like the next guy. And that was 15 years ago.
Oh wow!
God damn.
He was your tank commander for Joe Burrow.
Who's gonna draft Trey Smack?
Some team that's gonna get smacked in the head with a tortilla.
Tortilla.
Yes.
Why a tortilla?
Cause the tortilla of doom. If you draft somebody by the name Smack, you get smacked.
Well, listen, nobody's gonna draft Trey Smack. You know why?
Because he sucks.
Because he's a kicker.
That ain't gonna stop a team.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's like the best.
Fun fact: the Saints drafted a kicker in the first round years ago.
Oh, wait a minute! No, he actually is, according to PFF, ranked as the best kicker in the draft. So maybe they will. I don't know.
Fun fact: the Saints drafted a kicker in the first round years ago.
When was that?
I don't freaking remember. Sometime in the 90s. Or the
They
80s.
drafted a kicker in the first round?
Yes. Back when kicking was popular, I guess. I don't freaking know. I mean, there was a kicker that won MVP around that time, so I guess, it was popular. I guess I don't freaking know.
Yeah, oh, wow. In 1979, first of all.
Yeah, that.
That was a few more years earlier than what you were saying. He was not very good.
That makes sense.
Wow. You guys took him 11th overall.
I mean, dude, Pete Carmichael got drafted by the Saints. That's how bad the Saints were at drafting back then.
On his Wikipedia page, he is described as, in the first paragraph, as widely described as one of the Saints' biggest draft busts.
That's nice. Good for him.
He later became a currency investor and was convicted of securities fraud in 1999.
That makes sense.
He was released in 2005 and was once again convicted of investment fraud in 2014 and sentenced to 90 months in federal prison.
Damn! Dude. Is he still in jail today, or did the 90 months pass yet?
Well, that was 2014, so I would.
So he's out.
Let's see.
12, 24, 36,
Yeah,
48.
he would have gotten out in like what, 22?
I guess.
There's 7.5 years basically, so somewhere around 21, 22, he would have gotten out probably.
Well, now he's going to come out of retirement and play kicker for Atlanta.
He's 69 years old.
Okay, that's not nobody.
I mean, I'm sure you would enjoy if he did that. What if he did that and then like got the game-winning kick against the Saints?
Then I'm jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge.
You're gonna go all the way to San Francisco for that. You don't have bridges in New Orleans?
We do, but they're not as cool looking as the Golden Gate Bridge. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in style.
Well, you got the Roebling Bridge.
I don't care. Golden Gate Bridge, here I come. If that was to ever happen.
And he was in 2013. He was arrested again on various federal charges related to a Ponzi scheme.
Damn, is this dude just trying to scam everybody?
Apparently. In December 2013, he pleaded guilty of charges of wire fraud and money laundering. He just keeps committing like financial white collar crimes, getting convicted and sent to prison, and then getting out and be like, all right, so how am I gonna commit like insurance fraud today? What the fuck is this guy's problem?
Damn, dude. It's like, man, you got me tearing up over here because of how stupid he is.
I'm not sure what he's worse at, playing like being a kicker or security fraud.
Like, he was a first round pick too. That's crazy.
He debuted his NFL debut was against the Falcons in a game that went into overtime, tied 34-34. Midway through overtime, a snap went over his head and rolled to the goal line. He picked up the ball and made a hurried chest pass, which was immediately intercepted by Atlanta's James Mayberry at the 6-yard line, who trotted into the end zone for a touchdown and led a 40-34 Falcons victory.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep. That makes sense.
All right. Well, anyway, so the Saints are going to take another kicker in the first round.
I said no.
Going to then go on to commit securities fraud.
I hope your hairline starts receding.
That would be a very odd thing to happen. That's not something that's common in my family.
I hope it happens because of the words you just said.
I'm still stuck. I can't tell what's more funny about this guy. Like the fact that he just keeps committing security fraud over and over and over, even though like they got to be watching him at this point. He's just like, I'm going to keep doing it. You're going to keep going to fucking prison apparently. Or the fact that he flamed out in the NFL the way he did, and then had that like hilarious series of events against none other than the fucking Falcons.
Yeah, thank God I'm a young person.
1979, otherwise known as the best year ever, when
was that one of those years where you lost the Super Bowl?
No, I don't think we went to the playoffs that year.
Okay, good.
That was like 2 years before our first Super Bowl trip, I think.
Good. You deserve something.
Pink Floyd released The Wall. That was a good album. AC/DC released Highway to Hell. It's another good album.
I've listened to that. I haven't listened to The Wall though.
You never heard like, all in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
I have not heard of that.
Your dad seems like he'd be a Pink Floyd fan to me.
And my dad has never shown me the song. What?
With as big into music as you are, you don't know Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. That's crazy, man.
I am big into music, and I don't know Breaking to the Wall.
You also didn't know who Metallica was, so
That's true. Well, now I've listened to Metallica a little bit, but other than that,
I don't give a shit whether you listened to Metallica. The fact that you didn't know who they were, that's what it boggled. Like,
Nobody knows who Metallica is.
How everybody knows who Metallica is? They're on the radio all the fucking time. First of all,
No, they're not.
yes, they are. I get annoyed with how on the radio they are. Enter Sandman won't get stopped playing on the radio. Hasn't stopped since 1990.
I listen to the radio every morning, maybe because it's a New Orleans local station, but I don't hear all that bleh.
Well, you probably listen to some shitty pop station.
I do.
So, there you go.
But some of those music is good music, and I love pop, and you can't take away my pop, because once you pop, you can't stop.
There is not a single pop song that has ever been released that I thought was worth half a shit.
I love pop, and I will sue you if you disagree.
I guess Uptown Funk is okay.
That's not what I was thinking of, but I mean, it's not bad.
About the only song I can think of in the pop universe that's like worth a shit.
And I don't like rap or metal.
You're allowed to be wrong.
And you're allowed to be wrong too.
I was just listening to. So I was back to. Funny you say that. Like the two songs I listened to before getting on here were by Cannibal Corpse and Hobson. So.
Yeah, I listened to a song by Louis Capaldi before I got up on here.
That name sounds familiar. We're not even talking about the fucking draft anymore.
No. Yeah, we still got another week.
Where do you think Kenyon Sadiq is going?
I had him going to the Texans.
Seems a little low for him.
I don't know. I just feel like most of the teams ahead of him. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Kenyon Sadiq's going to be that one person where it's like he's going to be drafted, but I don't think he's going to be too high.
I feel like
I don't think he'll go too high. Unless you're like a Brock Bowers or a Tyler Warren, it's like they don't really have that type of skill set in his bit. So.
That doesn't mean he's not going to get taken, though.
Exactly. That's why he's the 28th pick, and he will like it.
I think the Bucks are going to take him.
No, I forbid it.
Well, I'm not doing it to make you to satisfy your feelings.
I actually had the Saints taking him at one point in the draft cycle, but then we signed Noah Fant, and I'm like, well, okay, goodbye, Steve.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys signed Noah Fant. I like that.
Dude.
It didn't do a whole lot, but like I don't know, I kind of liked having Noah Fant. So yeah.
Fun fact: the Saints almost signed Noah Fant last year before you done swooped them from us.
Sorry, not sorry.
And also, back on the Travis Etienne thing, the Broncos were very surprised that we signed him.
I was surprised you signed him, just now.
It's weird because the Broncos are the only team that has yet to sign an outside free agent.
So, can you explain something to me?
Sure, maybe. I don't know.
Why has Dylan Thieneman exploded recently?
What?
Why has Dylan Thieneman exploded recently?
I don't know.
Like, he's suddenly being talked about as like, potentially a top 10 pick, and
I'm going to the first round, but not in the top 10.
I don't see him as any more than like a third round pick at best. I'm not saying he's going to be taken in the third round. I'm saying value wise, like I wouldn't take him before the third.
I don't know. Maybe like he just blew up at the combine or pro day or interview, and then that just skyrocketed his potential. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
That's usually where it comes from when it comes to the hype. Usually, like they have like a good combine or a good set of interviews, and they're like, "Oh, I really like this guy." And then they just start, shooting up. And next thing you know, they're in the top 10.
Apparently, he had a really good, like a damn near all-time combine performance. So,
well, there you go.
And like, no, I like Dylan Thieneman. I was like he was a guy I was kind of consistently on my wish list for the Bengals to draft in the 3rd round.
That's nice.
At number 10 overall, that would be kind of nuts to me. Don't get me wrong. If the Bengals are like really, really super sold on him and he ends up being really good, then I guess take him at number 10 if you want. But like, I would just be like, wow.
You could trade the 10th overall pick to the Bills for Geno Stone. It would solve your safety issues, and you use their first round. Like, you won't even have to draft a rookie, so that means you don't got to pay him the first round bucks.
All right, fine, fair point. We will trade our first round pick to the Bills for Geno Stone, as long as you guys release Derek Carr and then trade another team so you can get it back on your team.
No.
Okay, well then we're not bringing Geno Stone back. As far as I'm considered, Geno Stone can not come back to Cincinnati ever. Like if the Bills play the Bengals, he better be inactive that week.
It's that deep?
It's not like super emotionally deep. It's just like he was such a fucking. I don't want to call him a cancer because like he's not like a bad person or anything like that. He's fine for the locker room. But in terms of like how bad he was on defense, like part of the reason our defense was so bad was because Geno Stone was about as bad as you can fucking get.
Maybe you should put him on offense.
I just don't want him around so that like his ether and essence might accidentally like seep into the Bengals like astrological signs or something like that, you know? Like I just don't want him anywhere near this fucking team.
Maybe you should have played him on offense more.
He might have done better, honestly. He might have done better on offense. You wouldn't have to tackle anybody on offense.
Well, unless Burrow throws an interception.
Well, yeah, unless in that case. But I think at that point, Geno Stone not tackling a guy may not be the biggest issue that we're worried about. You know, like obviously if it turns into a pick six because Geno Stone doesn't tackle him, we'd be pretty pissed about that. But I think I would still be I would be less pissed about that than I was about the fact that he never fucking tackled anybody when he was playing on defense.
And it's funny because he had over 100 tackles last season.
Which is one of life's greatest mysteries, how he accumulated that number. Like, I mean, I would say one thing about Geno Stone. He was really good at being near the ball. He knew where the ball was. He just couldn't fucking bring anybody down. And if he did, it's because the other guy probably tripped. I guess a lot of guys must have tripped last year.
Crazy.
You want to talk, like, good Lord, if he had that many fucking tackles, imagine how many tackling attempts he had. Because I'm not making this up. His missed tackle percentage, like his missed tackle percentage is like through the fucking roof. His number of tackles he could have made last year versus how many he actually made are like a wide disparity. So if he had that many tackles, imagine if he actually knew how to fucking tackle. He would have broken the tackle record in the NFL for a single season. If you're saying he had 100 tackles and he missed as many tackles as he fucking missed, he could have had an all-pro season if he had just fucking tackled people.
You're right.
Good Lord, that is wild. I didn't realize he had that many tackles. That's wild that he missed that many more.
Maybe you should fire Zach Taylor and make your new head coach Geno Stone.
Not that I'm like super in Zach Taylor's camp these days, but what?
You're right. Maybe
I'd still rather have Zach Taylor.
Maybe he should be the safeties coach so he can teach them how to miss all the tackles.
You know what he could do is he could become the safeties coach and then play all the tape of the way that he played and just be like, don't do this, and then everybody will get better because they'll see how not to play, and that'll at least be better than whoever the fuck's been coaching them so far.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. All right. Well, anyway, you got any last like bold predictions you want to make about the draft?
Jeremiah Love is going to fall out the top 10 and become the 14th pick to the Baltimore Ravens. That's my hot take.
I think the Ravens are going to trade down, honestly.
I think they're taking Jeremiah Love.
I wouldn't be shocked to see them take Jeremiah Love and trade down.
Maybe. And also, Travis Etienne is going to win Offensive Player of the Year. Why? Because
that is not a draft hot take. That's not what I asked for.
I don't care what you asked for. I do what I want. It's my channel.
My hot take is that I think C.J. Allen is going to be the best player in this draft class when it's all said and done.
That is definitely hot.
Yeah. I like in the NFL, once all these guys develop into who they are in the NFL, I think C.J. Allen's going to have the best career. But that's partly because I think C.J. Allen is going to end up with like a really good team.
Tell him not to do that. I want to see him fail.
You don't like C.J. Allen?
No, I have nothing against him.
Okay.
But he did go to Georgia, and we can't have no Georgia brethren eating.
There's lots of great Georgia players in the NFL.
Don't remind me. How about that?
Well, I just did.
Well, don't.
Georgia's not even your biggest rival. What?
They're my second. No, they're my third biggest rival.
Who is
well,
LSU? No. Is it Alabama?
Our biggest rival? Yeah, it's Alabama.
That's crazy because I don't think Alabama feels the same way.
I know they don't. But to be fair, Alabama's like almost everybody's biggest rival these days.
Yeah.
But Texas, they got Oklahoma. Texas got Oklahoma. Bama, they probably feel the way that we do to them, but they probably feel that to Auburn. Bama's biggest rival is Auburn.
Is Auburn the one that beat them in the national championship?
In the Iron Bowl. They don't like Auburn because they're in the same state, and then the Iron Bowl happened, and that's like a traumatic experience for them, which makes me happy. But
no, I feel that I don't really like Auburn either.
Who else is a big rival? Georgia. They kind of have also a rivalry with Alabama now. Ole Miss, they're just like there. They kind of have a rivalry with Tennessee. That kind of developed since Lane Kiffin, who's actually our head coach now. But when Lane Kiffin left Tennessee and went to Ole Miss, Tennessee didn't like Ole Miss, and Ole Miss didn't like Tennessee. So that was a big thing. Who else? Florida, they have a rivalry with winning. That's something Florida can't do. You know, that they don't like winning very much, so they have a rivalry with winning.
They used to do that a lot.
Huh?
They used to do that a lot.
Yeah, they used to do that back in the Tim Tebow days, but now they don't know how to win no more. Who else? Who else is in the SEC? Mississippi State, they have a rivalry with being an SEC team sometimes.
That was us.
Huh?
I thought that was us.
No, it is you as well, but y'all both share the bottom tier. Vanderbilt, they probably have that rivalry with Tennessee since they're like both, I think, in the same state, I think. So yeah, they probably have that Tennessee rivalry. Yeah.
Well, I have a rivalry with streaming for an hour and a half. So we're going to go ahead and get off now.
LSU beat Kentucky years ago on the last play of the game.
I don't even remember what you're talking about. I'm sure it happened. I was going to say Florida beat Kentucky like 62-7 one time. That pissed me off.
That makes sense. Y'all do suck to a lot of ass.
We were really bad that year, and it sucked for me because like I was dating a Florida fan, and I was talking all this smack about like I know we're not very good, but like I got a feel we're gonna kick your asses this week, and so I went and I watched it like with their family, and like they're all big Florida Gators fans, and I was just like I was all decked out in my UK shit, and I'm like we got this time. The entire time I'm just watching the game like, what the fuck. I was so mad.
Was that the worst 3 hours of your life?
I broke up with her the next week.
Really?
Yeah, for completely different reasons. But we actually did break up the following week, but for not because of the game.
I'm about to say, man, honestly, that's probably something I would do. I would probably break up with a girlfriend if she was a Falcons fan. No, I would have never even dated her if she was a Falcons fan. But bump that.
I broke up with her because we were 15 years old and successfully running a relationship at 15 is extremely unlikely.
I mean, hey, it makes me feel better. I got my first girlfriend at the age of 16, so
do what?
Got that. I got my first girlfriend at the age of 16, so I feel you.
I'm not sure what that has to do with breaking up with somebody at 15, but okay.
You said 15-year-olds can't hang on to a relationship. But
I didn't say they can't. I said it's unlikely. And what I was saying was the reason I broke up with her was because we just didn't have a very good relationship. And also because I'm pretty sure nobody knows who I'm talking about. And I'm pretty sure she's not going to watch. I'll just say, like, I thought she was kind of fucking annoying. But, I'm also not trying to talk smack about her. She's a perfectly fine person. I just didn't want to date her anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Well, anyway, now that we've got more Kyle lore on this channel, we're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Yep. Thank you to the 0 people watching. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had 0 people watching the whole fucking time. That's what happens when you take, unexplained breaks constantly and regularly because I just but I told y'all I was retiring. Like I'm only on here doing this draft show at this point because I want to fucking talk about it. But I'm mostly doing it for Mikey's channel at this point. It's not even really for my fucking channel. It's on my channel, but just not just because why the fuck not,
Sure.
Yep. All right. Well, anyway, you got anything else before we head out of here?
Travis Etienne.
No. That just sounds wrong. I mean, if that's what the man said, that's what the man said. It just sounds wrong.
He's from New Orleans. Okay, deal with it.
I'm not saying he's not from New Orleans. I'm saying it sounds wrong.
New Orleans people got good names that we
and
just don't know.
Why are we just now finding this out?
Because he actually tried to get his name called Etienne back when he was in college, but they kept calling him Etienne. So he just rolled with it. And then he was in Jacksonville and the same stuff kept happening. And then he comes down to New Orleans and is like, you know what, I'm back home. I want to be called my real name.
I guess, whatever. If that's the man's name, that's the man's name. It just sounds wrong to me, but maybe. Hey, you know what? We actually did have we didn't have 0 viewers the whole time. At most we had 2 people watching at one point. I don't know who they are because they didn't talk. Well, okay, so Jim was here. Jim came in here to talk shit to you, but there was somebody other than there was 2 people at one point.
How did you know?
Huh?
How did you know Jim was here?
Because he's in the comments. Put his comment up here. He's the only one who sent a comment.
Like just now?
I don't know when he sent it. He's
right,
probably sent it like
no comments in there.
Probably sent it like an hour ago, and I'm just now seeing it.
Well, what does the comment say?
It says, "Ain't suck your next playoff win in 2031."
And the Vikings starting quarterback is 5'9". I'm taller than your starting quarterback.
Oh man, kind of like why? Like, if you're gonna move on from McCarthy, okay, I get it. I thought he, if you developed him correctly, he could have been better. But like, I guess you weren't going to do that. Whatever. Moving on with it. Kyler Murray, really?
Yeah, right.
Why Kyler? Is that the best you got, Kyler Murray? All right, Vikings, whatever.
Yep. Like the Saints have a brighter future than Minnesota does.
Enjoy living in the Packers' shadow for another decade.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Saints. Like, say what you want, Jim. We have a way brighter future than y'all do.
I because of Kyler Murray, I agree with that. Actually, I like KOC, but I also like your coach.
Like, look at it. We have a weaker division, a better overall roster. Take that how you will, and
overall roster, I think it might be pretty similar, but I think I might give the edge to the Vikings. But quarterback wise, you got him beaten by spades.
Yeah, I think Tyler Shuck might be better than Kyler Murray already.
I think that might be true, honestly.
Yeah. I think they might be the same age too.
I think Joe Burrow's better than both of them.
I think Joe Burrow is the worst quarterback of all time.
No, you don't.
I don't.
I said no, you don't.
I still love Joe Burrow.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, that's all we got for this week. So we will be streaming the draft, and I don't know. Other than that, we'll see. I don't know. Go subscribe to Mikey's channel. Like you'll get content with Mikey's channel, and like here you're gonna get just like whenever I feel like showing up at this point. I don't know, and if Mikey agrees, but. Or if Mikey doesn't agree and I just really want to get on and I want to rant about something, I'll probably do that. But like, I'm kind of at the point with this channel where I'm just like, I'm just doing it like purely for fun at this point. I have no intention of being consistent of any kind at all. I got too many other things to pay attention to. And I lost all, I thought going back to school was going to like do all this great stuff for the channel. And all it really did was knock me off my momentum. And I just, have not been able to get it back, and at this point, I got too much other shit going on. So, but it doesn't mean I'm going away forever. It just means that, I'm just gonna be on when I feel like being on, I guess.
Right.
Yep. So, but yeah, as I said, go subscribe to Mikey's channel. I'm sure he's got plenty of fun stuff that y'all are gonna want to see. What the hell is going on with my? I just changed the fucking batteries in this thing, man. Oh wait, no, I didn't. No, I changed the batteries in the wrong thing. That's what happened. Okay. So because I can't actually end the fucking stream until my mic works again, Mikey, why don't you tell everybody about the Saints' future All-Pro first-round draft pick? Go ahead.
Right. So, yeah, with the 8th overall pick. Oh, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that. In fact, I'm going to spend this time because you can't stop me. I'm going to spend this time talking about Tyler James Shuck. Tyler Shuck is the best quarterback of all time because he will lead Saints to the Super Bowl. And also, Drew Brees is a better all-time quarterback than Tom Brady. Yes, I said it first, and I don't take it back. But anyways, back to Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck will be the second greatest quarterback in Saints history unless he can win multiple rings. By the way, the Minnesota Vikings have yet to get a ring because we done bountied their ass, and I couldn't be happier about it. And let's see, Travis Etienne, he's going to run for 1,300 rushing yards next year. And our All-Pro, future Hall of Famer, first-round pick, Jordan Tyson, he finna play like he's some Mike Tyson, man, punching all these defenders, man. He finna punch everybody like he Draymond Green in his prime, boy.
Okay, yeah. I got my mouse working again, so I'm gonna stop the stream now. Bye, everybody. Who Dey?
Who Dat?
Yeah, dude, my fucking Bluetooth mouse just like died in the middle of the fucking stream, so I wasn't able to like click the end stream button.
That's nice.
All right, well, yeah. So I should be good. I think.